Sit back and enjoy an hour of fascinating facts you didn't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started.
Cats may knock objects over out of curiosity, hunting instinct, or boredom. This behavior helps them explore their environment and better understand objects. Sometimes they do it to check whether something is dangerous or unstable. They may also do it to get their owner's attention.
On October 31, 2002, AS Adama defeated SO Lemirne with a score of 149-0 in Madagascar. All the goals were own goals by SO Lemirne as a protest against previous refereeing decisions. The match set a Guinness record as the biggest win in the history of soccer. The game was played in the Madagascar THB Champions League. The protest arose after a controversy that left SO Lemirne with no chance of winning the championship. It is considered one of the strangest matches ever played.
Jeff Day is known for having the largest hands in the world. His fingers are exceptionally thick, which has earned him the nickname Popeye. He holds the world record for the largest ring size, size 30. His impressive hand size is due to a unique genetic trait. In some regions of Russia, a traditional method has been used to preserve milk, placing live frogs in the container. The secretions from their skin contain antimicrobial compounds. These help inhibit bacterial growth and keep the milk fresh. Russian scientist Albert Lebedev studied this practice and confirmed its antibacterial properties. A ballerina's feet must be strong and flexible to withstand the demanding movements of ballet. Constant practice allows them to develop pronounced arches and great endurance. This is a small school of fish moving together. They follow this type of formation for strategic and survival purposes. They do it to protect themselves and confuse their predators. While some feed, the others protect the group as if it were a single entity. Hair transplantation is a surgical procedure used to treat baldness and hair loss. Hair follicles are transferred from a donor area to areas with lower density. The follicular unit extraction technique removes individual follicles for implantation.
Lava collection is an activity carried out by scientists to study the composition of magma. It takes place in areas near active volcanic flows, where researchers use heat-resistant steel tools. To avoid risks, they wear thermal protective clothing and use long poles to collect samples. These samples are rapidly cooled in water to preserve their original state. Their analysis makes it possible to understand magma evolution and the internal processes of volcanoes. The giant Chinese spinning top called datuolao is an oversized version of the traditional spinning top. It is set in motion by striking it with ropes, which requires precision and strength from the participants. The activity demands coordination, as the rhythm of the strikes must be synchronized to maintain balance. In some regions of China, it has become a form of exercise. In a soccer match in Scotland, a camera with artificial intelligence mistook a referee's bald head for the ball. The system developed by Pixelot was programmed to track the ball during the game. However, several times it focused on the referee's head instead of the ball. This caused frustration among viewers, as the shot did not properly follow the match. The incident highlighted the challenges of artificial intelligence in recognizing moving objects.
Identical twins do not have the same fingerprints. After all, you cannot blame your mischief on your twin. This is because environmental factors during development in the womb, such as umbilical cord length, position in the uterus, and the rate of finger growth, influence fingerprint formation.
The caterpillar of the common barren butterfly, native to India and Southeast Asia, camouflages itself very effectively in its natural environment. As it grows, its shape and green color make it resemble the central vein of a leaf, protecting it from birds and other predators. This adaptation increases its chances of reaching adulthood. When it transforms into a butterfly, the males display brown wings and the females show greenish tones. A team of workers can lift an entire building using hydraulic jacks. This technique allows historic structures to be preserved, or damaged foundations to be repaired without demolishing the building. The process involves placing multiple synchronized jacks beneath the base of the structure. Through controlled pressure, the building is lifted gradually and steadily. Precise coordination is crucial to avoid cracks or structural damage. This method is also used in flood-prone areas as a preventative measure. The glass caterpillar from Ecuador owes its name to its almost transparent skin. This characteristic, along with its spines, serves as a defense mechanism, as it makes it difficult to see and can cause skin irritation upon contact. This larva transforms into a beautiful butterfly from the Saturniidae family, one of the largest in the world.
Mexican honey ants belong to the species Myrmecocystus mexicanus and inhabit arid regions of the country. Some workers, called repletes, store nectar in their abdomens, which swell to the size of a grape. These ants function as living reservoirs within the nest and regurgitate food when others need it. The stored liquid contains essential nutrients such as sugars and lipids. In certain regions of Mexico, their honey is consumed for culinary and medicinal purposes. This use has been documented since pre-Hispanic times in cultures such as the Nahuatl and represents a remarkable example of biological adaptation and cultural value. The plant known as Brazilian boldo, scientifically called Plectranthus barbatus, is a natural alternative to toilet paper. Its leaves have a soft texture and an appropriate size for this use. They have a noticeable scent and can be easily grown in gardens. Some environmental activists promote this use as an eco-friendly option. Its growth is fast and it does not require special care. In addition, its use reduces paper consumption and environmental impact. The blue parrotfish lives in warm waters of the Caribbean and the Western Atlantic. It can reach up to approximately 3.9 feet in length and has pharyngeal teeth that allow it to grind rocks and coral. As it feeds, it excretes sediments as white sand that contribute to the formation of tropical beaches. This process is known as bioerosion and has a positive ecological impact. A single specimen can generate hundreds of kilograms of sand per year. In addition, it helps clean reefs and control algae growth. Its presence is vital to the balance of coral ecosystems. Osmium is the densest material on the planet and one of the rarest. It is found in small amounts within platinum minerals and in the mineral osmiridium. Its extraction is complex as it is obtained as a byproduct of nickel and platinum refining. Due to its scarcity, its production is limited and expensive. The buff-tip moth, scientifically known as Phalaera bucephala, inhabits regions of Europe and Asia. Its primary defense mechanism is camouflage based on the shape and color of its wings. When folded, it takes on the appearance of a broken twig with a whitish stripe that imitates split wood. This imitation is so precise that it is almost undetectable to birds and other predators. This mimicry allows it to remain motionless on trunks and branches without being detected. There is an installation where you can feel how cold the Atlantic Ocean water was when the Titanic sank. The water temperature was between 28 and 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Most people can barely touch it for a few seconds without feeling pain. This caterpillar is known as the monkey caterpillar and is sometimes mistaken for a spider due to its appearance. Its hairy and spiny appendages not only help defend it, but also mimic tarantulas, which deters predators. Although its spider-like appearance is deceptive, contact with its spines can cause a painful skin irritation. Modern Toilet is a themed restaurant located in Taipei, Taiwan, famous for its bathroom-inspired decor. Its dishes are served in containers shaped like toilets, creating a unique and humorous experience. The food includes ice cream shaped like feces and soups served in toilet bowls, surprising visitors. Its concept has gained popularity and attracts tourists looking for something different. Despite its unusual theme, it maintains quality in its dishes. The katana is a traditional Japanese sword with a sharp, curved, single-edged blade, designed for precise cuts. Its length ranges between approximately 23.6 and 28.7 inches, and its handle allows it to be held with both hands for greater control. It is forged using artisanal techniques that combine hardness and flexibility, making it durable and effective in combat. Historically, it has been a symbol of the samurai and is linked to values such as honor and discipline. Its design seeks balance between functionality and aesthetics, making it a work of art. Japanese laws require married couples to share a single last name. According to a study by Hiroshi Yoshida, this could lead to the last name Sato being the only one in Japan by the year 2531. Sato is currently the most common last name in the country. Its prevalence has increased over time due to marriage regulations. The low marriage rate and population decline could influence this projection. If the law does not change, last names could gradually disappear. The Shar-Pei is a dog breed characterized by its distinctive wrinkles and thick skin. Its appearance is due to a genetic mutation that causes excessive production of hyaluronic acid. This substance accumulates in the skin, creating a fleshy, folded texture. At an auction, a survival biscuit from the Titanic was sold for the astonishing amount of $22,968. This biscuit, known as hardtack, was part of the emergency food supply aboard the Titanic in 1912. It reached land in a lifeboat, and despite being 106 years old, it is surprisingly in very good condition.
Chensan 1 is an elderly man from Taiwan, famous for playing Pokemon Go with multiple phones. In 2018, he started with 11 devices, but over time, he increased the number to 64. He mounts all his phones on a special structure attached to his bicycle. This allows him to catch more Pokemon as he rides around the city. Because of his unusual hobby, people have nicknamed him the Pokemon Go Grandpa.
This is an airplane flying over Maho Beach in the Caribbean Sea, considered one of the most dangerous in the world. It is located in the Dutch territory of the island of St. Martin, and as you might imagine, it's dangerous due to its proximity to Princess Juliana International Airport. For this reason, planes fly very low over this beach, and their engines produce powerful gusts of air that have caused accidents, some of which have resulted in people being injured, even to the point of being fatal.
Piranha, which means toothfish in Guarani, is an animal with a fearsome reputation. Despite their sharp teeth and aggressive image in movies, piranhas rarely attack humans. They are primarily scavengers and opportunistic feeders, and attacks occur only under conditions of extreme hunger or if they feel trapped and threatened.
Throwflame has developed Terminator, a robot dog equipped with a flamethrower. It can shoot fire up to approximately 29.5 feet away and operate remotely. Its LiDAR navigation system and laser targeting allow it to avoid obstacles with precision. Its battery lasts approximately 1 hour, while the flamethrower operates for 45 minutes with a full tank. Lycopodium powder is composed of dry spores from primitive vascular plants of the genus Lycopodium. Although they are sometimes confused with mosses or ferns, they belong to a different family. This substance is highly flammable due to the large surface-to-volume ratio of its particles. When dispersed in the air, it can ignite almost instantly. For this reason, it has been used in theatrical special effects, fireworks, and scientific demonstrations. Its behavior does not depend exclusively on its chemical composition, but on the way its suspended particles burn.
In 2015, in Huntington Beach, California, 66 people managed to ride together on a giant surfboard measuring approximately 42.1 feet long. The feat took place as part of the celebration of 100 years of surfing in the city. With great coordination and balance, the participants managed to stay standing while surfing a wave for 13 seconds. The board used also broke the record as the largest in the world.
Scorpion farms are established in several countries to produce venom for medical purposes. In places such as Egypt, Mexico, and China, scorpions are raised in controlled environments. Conditions include warm temperatures and adequate humidity levels. The extracted venom is used in research on disease treatments. Among its applications are potential uses in Chuyong cancer and arthritis. Its commercialization has grown due to its high value in the medical industry.
The bullet ant is famous for having the most painful sting in the world. Its venom contains ponerotoxin, a neurotoxin that causes intense and long-lasting pain. In Brazil, the Sateré-Moé tribe uses it in initiation rituals to demonstrate bravery. This insect ranks at the highest level on the Schmidt Pain Index, which classifies insect stings on a scale from 0 to 4. It lives in the tropical rainforests of Central and South America.
The traditional Chinese board race, in which 3 people run together, is a notable example of the importance of synchronization. Although muscles and endurance are important, the success of the race depends entirely on the runner's ability to coordinate their brains and movements as one. This is a key principle in many Chinese practices of cooperation.
The white tiger is a variant of the Bengal tiger, or the Siberian tiger, resulting from a genetic mutation called leucism. This condition reduces pigment production in its fur, giving it its characteristic white color while retaining black stripes. It is not an albino animal, since it retains melanin in its skin and eyes. In the wild, white tigers are extremely rare. Their coloration can hinder camouflage and reduce their chances of survival. Today, they exist only in captivity, where they are bred for their exotic appearance.
The Korowai are an indigenous tribe that lives in West Papua, Indonesia, known for building houses in the treetops. These dwellings, which can reach up to approximately 115 feet in height, protect them from mosquitoes, wild animals, and even conflicts with other clans. The tribe remained isolated from the outside world until the 1970s, when it was contacted by anthropologists. Their culture, rich in symbolism, includes rituals, animistic beliefs, and a clan-based social organization.
Vantablack is an extremely black material developed by Surrey Nanosystems.
Its carbon nanotube structure allows it to absorb up to 99.965% of visible light. Objects coated with this material appear two-dimensional, as they reflect no light and show no detail. It was originally created for scientific applications, such as telescopes and optical sensors. It is one of the darkest materials ever developed.
In the 1970 World Cup, Puma paid $10,000 to Pelé to tie his shoelaces before kickoff. The intention was for the cameras to capture his cleats and the Puma logo. This marketing strategy had a major impact on the brand. Puma sales increased by 300% after the iconic gesture. It was one of the first advertising campaigns in soccer broadcast in color.
In the 1890s, milkshakes were prepared without electric blenders, using hand crank mixers. The recipe included milk, flavored syrup, and in some cases nutmeg. The mixture was vigorously shaken to achieve a foamy texture.
Agar wood comes from the Aquilaria tree and is highly valued for its sweet, earthy aroma. Its unique fragrance arises when the tree produces a dark resin in response to a fungal infection. This material is essential in the manufacture of perfumes, incense, and traditional medicines in various Asian and Arab cultures. Due to its rarity and the long process required for resin formation, it is considered one of the most expensive woods in the world.
Aryan Shukla, a young prodigy from India, set a world record in mental calculation. He added 104-digit numbers in just 30.9 seconds. This achievement is part of 6 Guinness records he broke in a single day. His speed surpasses that of a calculator when entering data.
The unusual ovens of Uzbekistan, called tandir, are used to cook traditional bread known as naan. The loaves are stamped with a distinctive pattern before being baked. Each baker has their own seal, which not only adds a personal touch to the bread, but also serves to differentiate the quality and origin of each loaf.
Wind turbines kill between about 10,000 and 100,000 birds per year in the United Kingdom. Interestingly, painting one of the blades of a wind turbine black can reduce bird deaths by 70%. Balenciaga released the Paris Fully Destroyed sneakers with a worn and dirty design. They're a limited edition of 100 pairs and cost $1,850. The brand created them as a statement about fashion and consumption. Although promotional images show extremely destroyed models, the pairs sold have controlled wear. This crane that remains stable on an oil platform achieves its balance thanks to an industrial gyroscope. The principle is the same as that of a chicken's head. The crane uses a system of sensors and counterweights to counteract the movement of the waves. This allows it to maintain balance and transport heavy loads safely, even in turbulent waters.
Elias Herrera shows what it is like to live with a cow at home through his social media. His pet, Bruce, has become popular for his unusual behavior, exploring the kitchen and enjoying human food, surprising his followers.
Rexy is a cat famous on social media for his unique expressions. His owner, Dasha Minayeva, captures his gestures and shares them. Because of his exaggerated expressions, he has been nicknamed the living cat emoji. Rexy suffered an accident that affected his mobility, but he continues to show a strong personality. In 1993, Russian cosmonaut Alexander Serebrov took a Game Boy with Tetris to the space station. This made Tetris the first video game ever played in space. The console used on the mission is considered an iconic object in gaming history. This device is called Sauce Mover, and as its name indicates, it allows you to move any type of sauce or liquid across a surface effortlessly. In a neighborhood in Henderson, Nevada, some streets were named after Pokemon characters, including Squirtle, Snorlax, Charmander, Charizard, and Jigglypuff. The initiative arose when developers were looking for original names for the community. Many visitors come just to see the street signs with the Pokemon names. It is not possible to fold a standard sheet of paper more than 7 times, because the thickness of the paper increases exponentially with each fold. For example, a sheet of paper approximately 0.004 inches thick will become about 0.5 inches thick after being folded 7 times. If a sheet were folded 42 times, its thickness would be approximately 1,440,000 feet, which would be greater than the distance between the Earth and the Moon. On the other hand, if a sheet were folded 103 times, its thickness would be greater than the diameter of the observable universe.
Professor Angelo Abora implemented a creative strategy to prevent cheating on exams at Batanga State University. He asked the students to wear original and eye-catching hats. More than 70 students participated and received extra points for their creativity. The designs included chickens, knights, televisions, teddy bears, and even a giant chainsaw.
This is the pitch drop experiment, and it is considered the longest-running laboratory experiment in the world. It began in 1927 and is still ongoing today, with the goal of counting how many drops of pitch fall from this funnel. This material is so viscous that only one drop falls approximately every decade. Since the experiment began, only 9 drops have fallen. The last one was in 2014, and the next is estimated to fall in 2028.
Honey is a natural food that has antibacterial and antimicrobial properties due to its low water content and acidic pH. This means that honey can be stored indefinitely without spoiling, although it may crystallize over time. These are gelatinous spheres that protect the eggs of the common frog, also known as the brown frog. Interestingly, the egg mass from a single female can contain up to 2,000 eggs, and when it comes in contact with water, the jelly swells to up to 3 times its original size, helping to protect them from predators.
The revenge speaker is a device created in South Korea to respond to noisy neighbors. It is placed on the shared wall and emits annoying sounds in response to excessive noise. Some models work automatically, while others require manual activation. The sounds can include baby cries or irritating music. Although it can be useful, it can also create conflicts between neighbors.
Red Bull Soapbox Race is a motorless car competition in which participants design and build their own vehicles to race on urban courses. The first edition was held in 2000 in Brussels, Belgium, and since then, more than 100 races have been organized in different countries. Creativity is essential, and teams present extravagant designs inspired by popular culture.
Seriya sheep, native to Turkmenistan, are part of a fat-tailed breed adapted to arid and cold environments. Their large tail serves as a fat reserve, performing a function similar to a camel's hump by storing energy for times of scarcity. This ability allows them to survive in regions such as the Karakum Desert and the plains near the Kopet mountain range. Their wool is semi-coarse, shiny, and rich in fluff, ideal for making traditional textiles. They are recognized for their physical resilience and livestock efficiency. The aquarium toilet at the Hippopopo restaurant in Akashi, Japan, is an unusual installation that attracts many curious visitors. For its construction, the owner invested a large sum of money and installed it in the women's restroom. The result is a truly immersive experience, as it creates the illusion of being inside an aquarium.
This dense cloud of sand that covered the Suez Canal in Egypt is known as a haboob. Although people usually take shelter from them, the main danger is not the sand, but the strong winds that cause them. These winds are capable of lifting roofs and knocking down trees within minutes, making them a real risk to infrastructure and transportation.
Researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have developed the rapid liquid printing technique. This method allows objects to be printed inside a gel. The gel holds the objects in place until they solidify. Structures made of silicone, foam, and other industrial materials can be created. In Singapore, a train uses smart windows to protect residents' privacy. The electrochromic glass of the windows becomes opaque when passing in front of buildings and residential areas, preventing passengers from seeing inside homes. This technology is an example of how modern engineering resolves conflicts between public infrastructure and private life.
This is a submerged forest in Alaska. These phenomena form due to rising sea levels or glacier melt, which causes trees to become submerged underwater. The danger in these forests lies in the fact that decomposing organic matter can generate methane bubbles that, when they rise, weaken the surface ice and create soft spots through which a person can fall. Studies have shown that the average office employee is productive for approximately 2 hours and 53 minutes during an 8-hour workday. Various distractions, such as social media and non-work-related conversations, affect daily performance. The ability to concentrate decreases over time, reducing efficiency. This data has led some companies to reconsider the length of the workday. High cholesterol can cause the appearance of xanthomas on the skin. These fat deposits usually appear on the hands, elbows, knees, and eyelids. They can form as visible yellowish bumps on the skin. In some cases, they also cause swelling or a tingling sensation in the hands. This veterinarian named Sarah often swims with American crocodiles. Although they are considered moderately dangerous, it is recommended to avoid them as they can be territorial, and although they rarely attack humans, they are very powerful predators. Even so, they are less aggressive than saltwater or Nile crocodiles, with which she would never dare to swim.
Floating ghost effects in the air can be achieved through various filmmaking techniques. In some cases, scenes are recorded underwater to obtain smooth and ethereal movement. They are then edited in post-production to simulate the appearance of a ghost.
During a forest fire in Veracruz, Mexico, a fire whirl formed, a phenomenon known as a fire tornado. This type of event occurs when intense heat and strong winds create a vortex that concentrates the flames. The whirl can lift burning embers, spread the fire, and reach temperatures above approximately 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit. Due to its unpredictability and power, it is considered more dangerous than a conventional tornado.
The concept of gravity-defying domino lipstick is, without a doubt, a purely digital creation. The way these objects float and move through the air for fractions of a second, ignoring the laws of physics, clearly reveals that they are the product of sophisticated computer editing tools. Although visually striking, this image does not represent a physical reality, but rather a clever illusion.
Silica aerogel is a material with a highly porous structure and excellent thermal insulation. Its low heat conductivity makes it useful in aerospace and scientific applications. It is used in spacesuits and advanced thermal protection. The Chinese company Sany Heavy Industry is recognized for manufacturing high-precision heavy machinery. At trade shows and technical demonstrations, its excavators perform delicate maneuvers, such as opening bottles or moving fragile objects. These actions showcase the advanced hydraulic control of their equipment, designed for demanding and sensitive tasks. The system includes positive flow technology and real-time computerized control. The exhibitions are technical tests that demonstrate reliability and precision. This builds confidence among operators and industrial clients.
James from the Action Lab has demonstrated how water can be shaped without a container. He uses a super hydrophobic substance to repel water on a metal surface. By leaving a small square uncoated, the water becomes trapped within that area. Surface tension prevents it from spreading, giving it a defined shape. This effect is possible thanks to the extreme repulsion between the liquid and the treated surface.
Chimelong Spaceship, located in Zhuhai, China, is the largest indoor theme park in the world. Its futuristic infrastructure simulates a space station. It offers immersive experiences and advanced technology. It holds 7 Guinness records, including the largest indoor aquarium. Vegetables include all edible parts of plants, such as roots, stems, leaves, flowers, and fruits. Greens, on the other hand, are a subgroup of vegetables that mainly includes green parts, like leaves and tender stems. Examples of greens are lettuce, broccoli, and spinach. In cooking and nutrition, this distinction is important because each group provides different benefits. All greens are vegetables, but not all vegetables are greens.
The floating markets of Thailand are an iconic tourist attraction. They are found in canals and rivers, especially in Bangkok and the surrounding areas. Vendors transport their goods in boats called klongs. Visitors can buy fruits, vegetables, and traditional dishes prepared on the spot. Among the foods are soups, noodles, and traditional desserts.
Red Wing Shoes created an exclusive prototype of Super Mario boots for the premiere of his movie. They are made of natural leather with reinforced toes and mycelium insoles. Bug zapping rackets are electrical devices designed to eliminate flying insects through an electric shock. They are shaped like a tennis racket and feature an electrified metal mesh. When they come into contact with an insect, it is eliminated instantly. They operate with rechargeable batteries or USB power and include a safety switch. They are an effective and chemical-free alternative for pest control indoors and outdoors.
During spring, camels naturally shed their winter coat. To assist this process, people can remove the loose hair. This procedure is common in domesticated camels and helps them adapt to warm weather. The old coat comes off in large clumps, revealing their lighter skin.
Grass skiing is a real alternative to traditional snow skiing. Skis with wheels are used, allowing smooth movement over grass. This sport originated in Germany in the 1960s as off-season training.
Christina Ernst created a robotic version of Remy, the rat from the movie Ratatouille, as part of her Halloween costume. She used a 3-dimensional printer, motors, and programming to give it movement. Remy can raise his arms and pull hair, imitating the iconic scene from the movie.
The longest limousine in the world is called the American Dream and measures approximately 100.2 feet in length. It was built in 1986 by designer J. Orberg, known for creating vehicles for film and television. It is assembled from several Cadillac Eldorados connected by a custom structure. After years of abandonment, it was restored between 2019 and 2022 with a considerable investment. It is currently displayed at the Desertland Park Automotive Museum in Orlando.
Parrots can imitate sounds and human voices thanks to their vocal organ called the syrinx, located at the base of the trachea. Unlike mammals, they do not have vocal cords, but they control airflow and the muscles of the syrinx to modulate sounds. Their high cognitive ability allows them to learn and reproduce sounds from their environment. Their ability to imitate sounds makes them unique among birds.
Dubai launched the 24-karat gold banknote as a collectible item. It was created by jeweler Diane Jewelry in collaboration with Finmet and Valrum. It contains approximately 0.0035 ounces of pure gold and has a unique serial number. It is not legal tender, but it represents Dubai's heritage of gold craftsmanship. Weddings in India often include banquets with a wide variety of traditional dishes. Chicken korma, with a mild and spiced flavor, is popular in the north. Vindaloo, originally from Goa, is traditionally prepared with pork or lamb, although there are modern variations with beef. Palak dal, a mixture of lentils and spinach, is common on vegetarian menus. Many dishes are intensely spiced, although the level of heat varies by region. Eating with the hands is part of the cultural experience, as it allows people to better perceive the texture and temperature of the food. This practice symbolizes connection and respect for the meal.
When they feel threatened or in danger, the chicks of the Cinereus mourner, native to South America, imitate the behavior of a venomous caterpillar. This is known as Bayesian mimicry. It is a phenomenon in which a harmless species imitates a dangerous one to deceive predators and avoid being attacked.
Lycopene is a carotenoid found in red and pink fruits and vegetables, such as tomatoes and watermelon. It acts as an antioxidant, protecting cells from oxidative damage. Its consumption has been associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Its possible impact on preventing certain types of cancer, such as prostate cancer, has also been studied. It is found in natural foods and is easily accessible.
Cats can have long strands of mucus when they suffer from respiratory infections or rhinitis. Nasal discharge can vary in color and texture depending on the cause. Some cases may be due to allergies or prolonged nasal inflammation. Chronic rhinitis can cause persistent mucus in felines. In Nigeria, the ritual dance of certain spiritual practitioners is part of religious ceremonies among peoples such as the Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. These dances are accompanied by intense percussion and chants that induce states of trance or communion with the divine. The movements of the spiritual dancer usually follow the rhythm of the drums that set the timing of the ceremony. In some traditions, the dancer is considered an intermediary between the human and the sacred. These practices reflect the deep relationship between music, the body, and spirituality in Nigerian culture. The famous Victorinox knives, known for their multiple functions, were originally created in 1897 for soldiers of the Swiss Army. Today, these knives are a symbol of ingenuity and quality, with more than 100 different functions available.
Isaias Rivera has one of the highest recorded vertical jumps. In his best attempt, he reached 50.5 inches, approximately 4.2 feet. His explosive power and strength have made him a reference in this type of physical performance.
The CH-47 Chinook is a heavy-lift cargo helicopter manufactured by Boeing. Its dual horizontal rotor design provides great stability and transport capacity. It can carry up to approximately 22,046 pounds and operate in difficult terrain.
In certain places around the world, phenomena known as eternal flames occur, produced by natural gas seepage from underground. This gas rises through cracks in the rock and can ignite spontaneously or through human intervention. The combustion can last for years or centuries, and the emission is constant. Although they do not always indicate large reserves, they do signal ongoing geological activity.
She was Britann, one of the rescue dogs during the events of September 11th. This animal was part of a team that worked 12 hours a day for 2 weeks to find survivors among the rubble of the towers. Although she did not find any living people, firefighters and other rescuers would approach her and pet her. Unexpectedly, Britann became a therapy dog for these people. She helped calm them, and that is why she is considered a heroine.
Dry ice is carbon dioxide in solid form, with a sublimation temperature of -109.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Unlike regular ice, it does not melt, but instead transitions directly from solid to gas. It is used in transporting perishable products, avoiding liquid residue. It is also popular in special effects to create dense fog.
The Interlace is a residential complex in Singapore, designed by architect Ole Sheeran. Its structure breaks away from traditional vertical towers by stacking 31 blocks of 6 stories. The hexagonal layout forms 8 open and permeable courtyards, promoting community life. The Adumu dance is a tradition practiced by young Maasai men from Kenya and Tanzania during initiation ceremonies into adulthood. In this ritual, participants form a circle and perform vertical jumps without bending their knees, demonstrating strength, agility, and endurance. The highest jumps are admired by the community. This act is both a competition and a spiritual and cultural expression. Women do not jump, but accompany the ritual with songs and cheers. These bees are capable of detecting bombs thanks to their incredible sense of smell. They are trained by confining them in individual cages and rewarding them with sugar water each time they are exposed to explosive vapors. With this method, the bees associate the odor with a reward and can be monitored by cameras to detect explosives in places that are difficult for other animals to access.
The average time it takes a person to fall asleep is 7 minutes. However, the recommended sleep latency is 10 to 20 minutes. If you fall asleep in less than 5 minutes, your body is telling you that you are tired and that you should sleep more.
At the end of each school year, graduating seniors at Basha High School in Arizona throw pages from their notebooks down the stairs as a symbolic gesture representing the end of the academic cycle and the release of accumulated stress. This cascade of paper has become a tradition anticipated by the student community, serving as a cathartic way to say goodbye to classes and academic challenges. Although it is not an official practice, it is understood as a modern rite of passage into the next educational stage, while younger students help collect the paper and promote recycling, reinforcing a sense of belonging across generations.
At the Peabody Memphis Hotel, the famous ducks perform a daily march from the rooftop to the lobby fountain. This event takes place twice a day and is guided by a duck master. The ducks walk along a red carpet while visitors watch. During their resting time, they remain in the Royal Duck Palace, a special area on the rooftop.
This is Kenichi Ito, the fastest man running on all 4 limbs. He currently holds the record for the fastest 100 meters on all 4s, with an impressive 15.7 seconds. To achieve this, he has spent years in Africa studying the movement of different types of primates and perfecting his technique. Every year, he becomes faster and faster. The well-known restaurant Dunkin' Donuts recently removed the word donuts from its name to become simply Dunkin'. They reported that in previous years, only 8% of all their sales were donuts. Most of their revenue comes from the sale of coffee and beverages, similar to Starbucks.
In Townsville, Australia, projections were used to give trees faces during a festival. This technique, known as video mapping or projection mapping, uses light to project images onto irregular surfaces. Artists manipulate the projections to match the shape of the trees, creating an immersive visual experience that seems to bring them to life.
Emergency escape ramps are designed to stop heavy vehicles in the event of brake failure. They are located on roads with steep grades and feature gravel, sand, or mechanical systems to slow the vehicle. Some ramps have upward slopes to take advantage of gravity during stopping. Their structure helps reduce speed in a safe and controlled manner. They are essential in mountainous areas and long downhill stretches.
In China, so-called gutter oil or sewer oil is a dangerous illegal recycling practice. This oil is extracted from sewers and restaurant drains and often contains sludge, bacteria, and food waste. Despite being highly toxic and a serious public health risk, it is resold at very low prices to street food vendors and some restaurants.
The group E-Jump Fuji, made up of elementary school students in the city of Fuji, Japan, achieved a Guinness record by performing 230 team jump rope jumps in 1 minute, using a single rope with all participants jumping at the same time. This officially recognized feat has been widely shared in the media and on social networks, and highlights the need for precise synchronization, great physical endurance, and speed.
La Quebrada in Acapulco, Mexico, is a famous cliff known for high-risk dives performed by experts. With a height of approximately 148 feet, divers calculate the exact moment to jump to avoid hitting the rocks. Since 1934, this spectacle has attracted tourists from all over the world. Some dives include lit torches, adding an impressive element.
The staircase called the Hand of Buddha in China is located in Xinyuan, Guangdong Province. Its structure imitates a giant hand reaching towards the sky and is used as a tourist viewpoint. The work draws interest for its visual impact and symbolic relationship with meditation. Its value is more artistic than religious. Chinese athletes Shenya Olin achieved a world record by performing 228 jump rope jumps in 30 seconds during an international competition in Oslo. He used a technique called double unders, in which the rope passes 2 or more times under the feet with each jump. This type of exercise requires precise coordination and extreme speed. To reach that pace, the athlete trained for years with intensive programs. The feat is equivalent to more than 7 jumps per second. The IP certification indicates a device's level of protection against dust and water. The second digit of the IP code determines water resistance, with values from 0 to 9. Tests include exposure to dripping water, spraying from different angles, and immersion at various depths. Higher levels guarantee resistance to high pressure and high temperature water jets. These evaluations ensure that devices function under different conditions. Flamingos bend their legs at the ankle and not at the knee. Their knees are closer to the body and are covered by feathers. The part that goes from the toes to the ankle is actually the entire foot.
In Kazakhstan, a man is seen in a room full of lizards. Although there are many types, only 3 are known to be venomous: the Gila monster and the beaded lizard, endemic to Mexico, and the Komodo dragon from Indonesia. Unlike snakes, which inject venom through their fangs, these lizards must chew their prey to release venom from glands in the lower jaw, making their bite less dangerous.
The International Space Station is a laboratory in orbit around the Earth, inhabited by astronauts of various nationalities who conduct scientific research in microgravity.
A Chinese company was able to build a 10-story building in just 28 hours thanks to modular construction. The building is composed of prefabricated autonomous units, including pipes, cables, and windows, which are assembled on site like Lego pieces. This method reduces on-site construction time and minimizes waste.
Penjors are tall posts made of curved bamboo, decorated with leaves, fruit, rice, and symbolic fabrics. They are placed along avenues, homes, and temples during the Balinese festival of Galunong. This festival celebrates the victory of good over evil and marks the return of ancestral spirits. Penjors represent offerings to the Hindu gods, especially as gratitude for prosperity. Their arched shape evokes sacred mountains close to the divine. They also symbolize harmony between humans, nature, and spirituality.
This is a goldfish controlling a wheeled aquarium. The system works thanks to a sensor that detects the direction in which the fish swims and steers the aquarium's wheels in the same direction. This creation is part of a behavioral control experiment, demonstrating that animals have spatial awareness and are capable of adapting their environment to move through it.
These are potatoes grown without soil, using a method known as hydroponic or aeroponic cultivation. They are planted in soil and, once they sprout, are placed on platforms where the roots are sprayed with nutrient-enriched mist. This technique allows savings of up to 90% of water and has been shown to produce denser crops with higher nutrient levels.
The Skewo Bro is an electric wheelchair with advanced technology that allows it to move across different terrains. Its innovative design enables it to go up and down stairs autonomously thanks to its integrated track system. It has 2 large rear wheels that provide stability and mobility. In addition, it features height adjustment to facilitate eye-level interaction with others. Its sensors help detect obstacles and ensure safe navigation.
During a school game in Michigan, a blind student from Zeeland East High School made a basket guided solely by sound. To achieve this, a person tapped the rim while the crowd remained completely silent. This strategy allowed her to orient herself through hearing and execute the shot. The moment was recorded and widely shared for its emotional impact. In adaptive sports, silence is essential so that athletes with visual impairments can perceive acoustic cues. In this way, sound becomes their primary navigation tool. McDonald's Italy introduced the table bag, a cardboard bag that transforms into a portable table. It was designed to offer a convenient way to eat in public spaces. Its structure allows it to be placed on urban bollards, turning them into supports. In addition, it is fully recyclable and reusable. It was launched during Milan Design Week as an innovative proposal. This is the gharial, a freshwater crocodile that lives in the rivers of Pakistan, India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. The male gharial is distinguished by a peculiar bulbous growth on the tip of its snout, called a gara, which it uses to attract females with its vocalizations. It is a fish-eating predator that can reach nearly 16.4 feet in length. At death metal concerts, a ritual called the Wall of Death is common. It consists of the crowd splitting into two groups that run toward each other and collide in the center. Although the act appears aggressive, it is carried out by mutual consent among attendees. Pushing and falling are part of the experience, but it is common for participants to help each other up. For many, it represents an intense release of energy and a connection with the music. The game called pool ball, also known as soccer billiards, combines elements of traditional billiards with soccer. It is played on a large table with numbered balls that imitate billiard balls. Players strike the balls with their feet instead of using cues, directing them toward the table's pockets. The rules are similar to billiards, but adapted for playing with the feet. In Manila, the Philippines, the procession of the Black Christ is one of the largest religious gatherings in the world. The statue, carved in 1606 in Mexico, turned black after surviving a fire on the ship that transported it to the Philippines. Millions of devotees, many of them barefoot, gather each year to try to touch the statue, believing it has miraculous powers.
Circus trapeze artists are performers who carry out aerial acrobatics using a trapeze, a bar suspended by ropes or chains. Their talent lies in the ability to jump between trapezes, perform spins, and land with precision. Constant practice and coordination are essential to execute complex movements safely. These acts require great strength, flexibility, and courage. Music and visual effects often accompany the performance to heighten the excitement of the show. A fleet of delivery robots about the size of a microwave operates in Northampton, England. These robots use a combination of cameras, sensors, and GPS to navigate city sidewalks and avoid obstacles. Their use is part of an effort to automate last-mile deliveries, reducing traffic and emissions in urban centers. The Gotek Viaduct, located in Shan State, Myanmar, was built between 1899 and 1900 during British rule. Its parts were manufactured by the Pennsylvania Steel Company in the United States and transported by ship to Rangoon, where they were assembled by American engineers in a remote area that was difficult to access. Its modular design made this project possible, and at the time of its inauguration, it was considered the largest railway trestle bridge in the world.
Most bananas consumed commercially are genetic clones of a single variety called Cavendish. This is because bananas do not reproduce from seeds like other fruits, but instead propagate through cuttings or rhizome shoots, resulting in genetically identical plants.
The Lezginka is a traditional dance from the Caucasus that expresses harmony between strength and elegance. The man performs agile jumps and energetic movements, imitating the flight of an eagle, while the woman glides gracefully like a swan. They dance without physical contact, following norms of respect and modesty deeply rooted in local culture. This dance is performed at weddings, celebrations, and public spaces, and may include acrobatic variations. Its fast rhythm and 6/8 time requires great physical skill.
It is possible to make ice boil. In reality, it involves water that is boiling and freezing constantly. This is known as the triple point and occurs when the three states of matter coexist in equilibrium.
Yanis is a two-headed turtle born on September 3, 1997, at the Natural History Museum of Geneva, Switzerland. Its bicephaly is an anomaly in embryonic development. Each head has an independent brain, which can affect coordination. In the wild, two-headed turtles have difficulty hiding inside their shell. This makes them more vulnerable to predators.
Road trains combine a tractor truck with multiple trailers. They are designed to transport goods over long distances efficiently. Their structure allows large volumes of cargo to be moved in a single operation. They are common in regions with extensive networks of long, straight roads. Their use reduces logistical costs and optimizes the transport of goods. They operate mainly in areas with low traffic and specially adapted routes. High-performance speedboats can exceed 58 miles per hour depending on their design and technology. Jet sprint competitions are popular in Australia and New Zealand. These boats are designed for fast maneuvers on closed circuits. The brain of beluga whales is contained within a gelatinous structure known as the melon, which allows them to communicate with other whales and navigate their habitat.
These animals are known as the canaries of the sea because they are the most expressive cetaceans, capable of producing hundreds of different vocalizations. What is most impressive is that they do not even have vocal cords. Unlike other species, this wide variety of sounds originates from the beluga's brains.
Ark Encounter is a museum in Williamstown, Kentucky that features a full-scale replica of Noah's Ark. The structure measures approximately 508 feet long, 85 feet wide, and 49 feet tall. It is one of the largest wooden structures in the world. Its design seeks to faithfully recreate the biblical account of the flood. Inside, there are educational exhibits about the history of the Ark and the animals.
Alberto Magri is an Italian pastry chef born on January 9, 1999 in Livorno, Italy. He has gained international recognition for his innovative pastry creations. He shares his work on social media, where he has millions of followers. In April of 2015, he opened his pastry shop, Pasticceria Magri, in Livorno. His establishment has achieved international success and attracts pastry lovers.
Lindy Burkowski is an automotive mechanic and detailer from Pennsylvania, United States. She has become popular on social media for her work restoring and modifying trucks. She stands out for her unique technique of signing vehicles with an angle grinder. With more than 1 million followers, she has gained recognition within the automotive community. She shares content about vehicle repair and customization.
Adriana Macias is a renowned Mexican speaker, writer, and lawyer. She was born without arms, but she has turned this circumstance into a strength. She has developed an extraordinary ability to perform everyday activities with her feet. Through her talks and books, she inspires thousands of people. The Target application for iPhone helps locate products inside the store. It uses maps and aisle locations to make searching easier. It also allows users to create personalized shopping lists and access exclusive discounts.
Light painting is an artistic technique that uses long exposure photography to record the movement of light sources in the dark. This art form combines image, time, and gesture, creating visible traces captured in a photograph. Although it has become popular with modern tools such as the LightWriter pen, its origins date back to the 20th century. In 1949, Pablo Picasso collaborated with photographer John Mealy to draw with light using a flashlight.
Damascus goats, native to Syria, are ironically known as the most beautiful goats in the world because of their appearance. Despite their unusual faces, they are a very valuable and appreciated breed in the Middle East, as they are selectively bred for their high milk production, which is used to make cheese and yogurt, and for the quality of their meat.
This extremely dangerous high-voltage cable that is poorly buried is highly volatile. The sparks it produces are a type of electric arc, a phenomenon so powerful that even without direct contact, it can release enough heat and energy to cause severe burns and electrocution, making it a threat to anyone nearby.
These are the eyes of crocodiles photographed at night. Like many other animals, crocodiles have a special tissue behind the retina called the tapetum lucidum. This layer acts like a mirror that reflects visible light back through the eye, enhancing night vision. The reddish or orange color we see is the result of light reflected through their tapetum lucidum.
These are the strange Java apples, native to Malaysia, Indonesia, and India. Despite their name, their flavor is more similar to that of a pear, with a hint of rose, and their juice is purple in color. They are known for their high water content and crisp texture, so they are often used to refresh salads and desserts.
The Pink River, located in San Juan de Urabá, Colombia, owes its color to the microalga Dunaliella salina, which releases carotenoid pigments into the water. This phenomenon occurs mainly during the dry season, when salt concentration increases and favors its proliferation. Its pink hue makes it a unique tourist attraction. During the summer, the color intensifies, creating an impressive landscape.
Keratoconus is a degenerative condition that causes the cornea to become thinner and bulge into a cone shape, which distorts vision. Although the causes are not entirely clear, its progression can be slowed with treatments such as specialized contact lenses, or in more severe cases, a corneal transplant.
The aerial suit, called a wingsuit, is a special garment used in skydiving and base jumping. Its design includes membranes between the arms and legs, which increase body surface area and generate lift. Jumpers can control speed and direction through body movements. Experience in skydiving is required to use it safely. It has revolutionized extreme sports, allowing extended flight before deploying the parachute. The autonomous cruise taxis in San Francisco operate using a combination of cutting-edge technology. They use LiDAR to create a three-dimensional map of their surroundings, cameras to detect objects and people, and GPS for navigation. These vehicles represent an important step toward a future with autonomous and safe urban transportation. In Bangladesh, urban public transportation is chaotic and risky. Buses are often dented and scratched due to aggressive competition among drivers. Many drivers are paid per passenger, which encourages dangerous maneuvers. It is common for vehicles to scrape against each other or have minor collisions while in service. Traffic rules are weak or poorly enforced, which worsens the disorder. On the streets, assistants bang on the buses to guide or warn the drivers. This situation creates a precarious daily experience for users. Bumblebees can beat Gelings with enormous force, creating a mini vortex that can lift dust or sawdust from the ground. Although they have a stinger and can inject venom, they are much less aggressive than bees or wasps and only sting in self-defense when they feel threatened. Amazon has implemented an autonomous drone delivery service in some regions of the United States. Prime Air allows packages weighing up to 5 pounds to be delivered in less than 1 hour. The company plans to expand the service to Italy and the United Kingdom in the future.
Fuxi, also known as Paosi, is a central figure in Chinese mythology. He is depicted as half man and half serpent, a symbol of ancestral wisdom and harmony between opposites. He is considered a cultural hero and is credited with fundamental contributions to humanity. According to tradition, he taught people how to fish with nets and hunt with iron weapons. He also devised the writing system and the 8 trigrams of the I Ching. Some legends state that, together with Nuwa, he repopulated the earth after a great flood. His image is venerated in monumental sculptures, especially in Jinan. In Dubai, a SIM card with an exclusive number was sold for $837,000. These types of numbers are considered status symbols. The SIM included the number 05 followed by 77. Auctions of exclusive numbers can reach surprising figures. These are the transparent Nike Air Max 97. Released as a special edition, these sneakers are distinguished by their translucent upper. Their design is a nod to futuristic technology, as they allow the wearer to show their socks, which become a visible and customizable part of the footwear. The traffic management system called Smart Lane Movable Median is designed to improve road mobility. It uses movable medians that adjust the number of lanes according to traffic demand. It employs sensors, cameras, and communication technology to analyze traffic flow in real time. With this information, authorities can automatically modify lane distribution. Its implementation helps reduce congestion and optimize circulation.
Lillian Baez is a talented makeup artist, known for creations that imitate drawings. She uses special paint to achieve unique visual effects on the face. Many of her works look like illustrations rather than makeup. These mechanical butterflies are an example of a toy powered by elastic potential energy. The twisted rubber band stores energy, which is then released suddenly to make the wings move, creating the illusion that the butterfly is flying. Dinotomic is a Norwegian artist recognized for his impressive works created with gunpowder and fire. His technique involves placing the powder on a canvas and igniting it to form detailed images. He has gained popularity on social media, where he shares his creative processes. In addition to working with gunpowder, he has explored materials such as sand and salt. His artistic approach has made him a reference in experimental techniques within urban art. The robotic horse at the Tokyo track in Japan is an advanced simulator. Although it may look like a toy, it is designed to train jockeys and simulate the sensations of horseback riding in a controlled environment. It is also used at events and demonstrations, offering a unique experience without the risk of a live animal. Some modern basketball courts use tempered glass and LED screens to display impressive visual effects. ASB glass floor technology allows game lines and statistics to be projected in real time. In addition, systems like Lumaflex turn the floor into an interactive screen with millions of pixels. These innovations enhance the experience for players and spectators. Samuel Enrique da Silveira Lima, known as B-Boy Samuca, is a talented Brazilian breakdance dancer. He lost a leg due to femur cancer in childhood, but he never stopped dancing. He has participated in international competitions and shows such as America's Got Talent. Despite the challenges, he performs impressive acrobatics using one leg and his hands. This is a three-dimensional astronaut in a shopping mall.
This type of display uses holographic projection or three-dimensional visual effects to create an immersive and futuristic experience. The technology, which uses layers of light and a background environment, is used for art exhibitions, advertising, and entertainment.
The glass lookout of Ixtlán de Juárez is located in the Sierra Norte of Oaxaca. It is a suspended platform with a U-shaped design. Its concrete and steel structure includes a reinforced glass floor. Visitors can walk over the void and admire the landscape.
A creative advertisement shows a tunnel where cars appear to be sucked in by a giant vacuum cleaner. This visual effect highlights the suction power of the advertised product.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe so you don't miss more interesting content. Leave your comments and click on any of these videos. See you next time.